The day is done now. Nothing is asking for your attention. Nothing needs to be finished or fixed. Here, you are already enough, already safe, already held. Imagine you're stepping into a quiet, candlelit room made just for you. The air is soft and warm. The light is low and gentle, and everything in this space seems to whisper, "You can rest now." Take a moment to notice where your body is. Notice the surface that is holding you. Maybe it is a bed, or a couch, or a soft chair. Feel how it rises up to meet your weight, how it supports every part of you without asking for anything in return. There is nothing you have to hold up by yourself here. You are allowed to sink a little deeper, to loosen even just a little, to release the work of the day, the plans for tomorrow, and the long list of things to remember. They can all wait outside this quiet room, for now you are here. Just here, let your attention drift gently toward your breath. No need to change it. No need to make it better. Just notice that it is happening all on its own. Air comes in. Air goes out. A soft, steady rhythm that has been with you all day, even when you were too busy to feel it. Perhaps you feel the breath at the tip of your nose, a slightly cooler touch as it flows in a slightly warmer feeling as it moves out. Or maybe you sense it in your chest or your belly rising and falling in its own slow way. However you feel, it is just right. Nothing to correct. Nothing to do. If thoughts are still moving quickly, that is okay. They are only echoes of the day, still unwinding, still spinning a little. You do not need to chase them or push them away. Each time you notice a thought, acknowledge it kindly, as if nodding to someone passing by in a hallway, and then very gently let your attention slip back to the soft movement of your breathing. In this quiet room, within yourself, time begins to slow down. The edges of the day grow a little softer. The noise of the outside world fades like a distant sound behind a closed door. Feel again the support beneath you. Notice how the surface under you is not going anywhere. It is steady, dependable, ready to carry all of you, even the parts that feel tired or heavy or tense. If any place in your body feels tight, you do not have to fix it. Just notice it. Let your breath move nearby, like a soft, warm breeze that does not demand anything. You may feel your shoulders slowly becoming heavier your jaw resting a little more, the muscles around your eyes softening as if they are no longer trying to pay attention to anything at all. Nothing is urgent here. Nothing is pressing. For these few moments, you are allowed to set everything down. Imagine that each exhale is a gentle release. As the breath moves out, so does a tiny bit of effort, a bit of worry, a bit of planning. You might quietly say inside yourself, breathing in, I arrive here. Breathing out, I let go. Feel how simple that is. Arriving, letting go. You do not have to force it. Just let the words drift in and out with your breath, if they feel comforting to you. Notice again how your body meets the surface underneath, where it feels soft, where it feels firm, where it feels warm. Your back, your hips, your legs, your feet, all resting, all offered to gravity, to stillness, to the quiet of this moment. You are not responsible for anything else right now. You are not needed anywhere else. Even if the mind tries to pull you away, remind yourself gently, I am here. I am allowed to rest. Feel how the breath makes a very small wave inside you, rising, falling, rising, falling. The wave does not hurry. It does not rush toward a destination. It simply moves in its own calm rhythm. You are invited to move with it. If it helps, imagine your whole body floating on that gentle wave, carried not by effort, but by something soft and patient and kind. Each inhale, a gentle lifting. Each exhale, a slow, easy drifting down. You do not have to steer. You do not have to decide where to go. The wave of your breath knows the way. Toward rest, toward quiet, toward a deeper stillness, waiting beneath thoughts and feelings. Sense how the space around you is calm, almost like a soft blanket of silence. You are wrapped in it, held by it. Even the smallest movements of your breath are more than enough in this silence. A faint whisper of air, a slight rise and fall, simple and complete. If the mind wanders, that is simply what minds do. Each time you notice, you're already home again, back in this room of warmth and ease. Return to what is steady, the support beneath you, the gentle rhythm of breathing, the quiet weight of your own body slowly surrendering to rest. Feel how your hands are resting. No tasks to perform, no devices to hold. They can simply be. Feel your feet, no places to go, no steps to take. They too can simply be. All of you is allowed to pause now, to soften at the edges, to drift just a little, as if you are sinking into a soft, safe nest that shapes itself perfectly around you. Breath by breath, the day moves farther away. What happened earlier grows dim and distant. What might happen later does not matter now. Here, in this quiet moment, nothing is missing, nothing is wrong. You are simply breathing, simply resting, simply existing, and that is more than enough. Let your breath stay easy and unhurried. Let your body be exactly as it is, held, supported, safe. Thoughts may still ripple at the edges, but the centre of you is growing quieter, more spacious, more still. Stay close to the feeling of being carried by the bed beneath you, by the air moving in and out, by the soft darkness around you. Allow yourself to trust this support, to lean into it, to sink into it as far as feels comfortable. Nothing to prove, nothing to manage, only this slow, gentle breathing and the soft comfort of being here, exactly as you are, drifting a little deeper into quiet, into ease, into the kind silence that waits for you when you finally let yourself rest, meeting your gentle breath. The day is already done. For now, nothing is needed. Nothing is asked of you. Feel the weight of the body resting where it is. The support beneath you is steady and kind, holding you up, holding you together. Let the eyes be soft or gently closed. Let the jaw loosen just a little. The tongue resting easily in the mouth. Notice how the shoulders feel right now. Maybe they are a little tight, or maybe they are already beginning to soften. Whatever is here is completely allowed. Nothing has to change quickly. Somewhere inside all of this stillness, the breath is already moving. Quiet, steady, familiar. It's been with you since the very first moment of life, and it's still here now, without you having to do anything at all. Let's begin to notice that gentle movement, Maybe it is easier to feel in the chest, a slow rising and a slow falling. Perhaps it is softer in the belly, a quiet swell, and then a release. There is no right place to feel it, only the place that feels easiest just now. Let attention rest there, as if you are greeting an old friend at the door. No rush, no effort, just a gentle, "Oh, there you are." Feel one easy in-breath, from the beginning to the middle, all the way to the top. And then notice one easy out-breath, from the beginning of the release, all the way down to the end. Breath coming in, breath going out. Simple, soft. If the mind is busy, that is all right. Thoughts may still be moving, like the last few cars on a quiet road at night. You do not need them to stop. You only need to know that underneath all of that, the body is being breathed. Sense the natural rhythm that is already there. No need to pull the breath in or push it out. It knows how to arrive and it knows how to leave. You are simply noticing what has always been happening on its own. Now bring a little curiosity to the nostrils. Feel the air as it brushes past, cool or warm, light and gentle. On the in-breath, there may be the faintest touch of coolness. On the out-breath, a softer, warmer flow. Stay with that tiny sensation for a moment. The quiet kiss of air at the tip of the nose. The soft stream moving in. The soft stream moving out. If it feels good, imagine that each in-breath is like a kind hand resting on the heart saying, "I am here." And each out-breath is a slow sigh of relief, a little easing, a little letting go. In, a tender arrival. Out, a gentle release. Feel how the chest responds. Maybe it lifts just a little as air comes in, then eases down as it flows out. There is a wave-like softness in this movement, rising and settling, like the surface of a very calm sea at night. Now, allow attention to drift down to the belly. Notice if it swells slightly on the in-breath, like a soft balloon filling, without strain, and then gently falls on the out-breath. Effortless, quiet, easy. You do not need to make it bigger or deeper. You do not need to tidy the breath or improve it. Notice how it feels when you simply let it be ordinary, natural, completely enough. thoughts might wander away. They might move into the past or into plans for tomorrow. When that happens, recognize it with kindness, as if you had simply been called away for a moment. Then softly return to the next breath that is already happening. Feel this next inhale arrive all by itself. The body knows how to draw it in. And feel this next exhale pour out like warm water running downstream. No effort, nothing forced. Imagine that every out-breath carries away just a little tension. The shoulders release a fraction, the chest softens a bit more. The muscles of the face smooth out, almost without you noticing. Each exhale can be a tiny, "It is okay now," a quiet message to the whole body that it is safe to slow down, safe to loosen its grip, safe to rest. Sense how the breath moves through the whole body, not just the lungs. On the in-breath, a faint feeling of aliveness, a gentle spread in space. On the out-breath, a settling downward, heavier, calmer, more at ease. Feel how the back rests against the surface beneath you. With each exhale, the weight of the back is handed over a little more, as if you are letting yourself be held. You do not need to hold yourself up now. The ground is doing that for you. Notice again the simple rise and fall in the chest, in the belly, in the tiny flow at the nostrils. You might even sense that the breath is breathing you. The body opens to receive, then without effort, the body lets go, and the breath flows back out. A soft rhythm, steady and kind. If restlessness shows up, let it be there too. Restlessness is just another movement in the body, another wave on the surface. You do not need to argue with it. You can let it float in the background, while the gentle rhythm of breathing stays close in the foreground. Slowly feel the difference between thinking about the breath and feeling the breath. Notice the warmth, the movement, the softness. Let the details of the experience matter more than the words in the mind. Feeling the breath from the inside, as if you are resting within it. On the next few exhales, imagine the sigh of relief becoming clearer. A long, slow softening down through the chest, down through the belly, down through the legs, all the way to the feet. The breath moves in and the whole body receives it. the breath moves out and the whole body lets go, the rhythm continues, steady and quiet. You're simply accompanying it now, like sitting beside an old friend, not needing to say very much at all. Notice how, as the breath slows, the mind also begins to slow. Thoughts come and they go, but the pull of them is gentler. The warmth of the body, the support beneath you, and the soft flow of air all begin to blend into one feeling of ease. Stay with the next inhale from its very first hint to its easy fullness. Then follow the next exhale from the first release all the way to the gentle pause at the end. Nothing to change, nothing to fix, only this natural, quiet breathing, moment by moment. If the breath becomes very subtle, that is perfectly fine. You do not have to look for it too hard. Simply trust that it is there, like a soft background song, always playing, always carrying you. Allow the whole body to rock gently on the tides of this breathing. A little lift, a little fall, holding on the inhale, letting go on the exhale. Feel how safe it is to be here, and with this breath that has never left you. A familiar presence, steady, patient, unhurried. You are allowed to rest in it. You are allowed to drift a little, to soften, to be quiet. For a while now, nothing is asked of you except this simple noticing. The next breath in, the next breath out. A soft, friendly rhythm, carrying you deeper into stillness and into the gentle silence that waits beneath each calming exhale. The day can soften now, nothing to hurry for, nothing you have to hold up or hold together. Feel the quiet of this moment slowly gathering around you, like a gentle dimming of the lights inside the mind, like a soft blanket of evening settling over the body. Notice the simple fact that you are breathing in and out. No need to change anything yet. Just feeling the breath moving all on its own. Sense where the body is resting. The support beneath you. Steady, patient. Ready to carry all of your weight. Allow your attention to drift toward your breathing. Noticing the in-breath, noticing the out-breath, as if you are listening to a very quiet, familiar sound. Now begin to pay a little more attention to the exhale, the breathing out, that long, gentle release. as if each out-breath is a wave sliding back from the shore, slowly returning to the sea. When you breathe in, the body fills. When you breathe out, the body softens. In and then gently out. Let the out-breath be just a little slower, a little longer, like a slow sigh you don't even have to hear. Imagine that every time you breathe out, a thin curtain is falling over the day. Soft, light fabric drifting down in front of everything that happened. With each exhale, the curtain lowers a little more. The stories of the day grow quieter. Details blur and fade into the distance. Notice your jaw. Without forcing, let it be a little less tight. And as you breathe out, feel the exhale wash through the jaw, loosening tiny threads of tension. The tongue resting heavier in the mouth, the muscles around the mouth softening, like they're tired of holding shapes and words. Another easy breath in, and as you breathe out, that quiet wave moves down into the neck and shoulders. Imagine the shoulders melting by one small degree each time you breathe out. Shoulder blades sinking a little more deeply into whatever is holding them. The upper back smoothing and broadening with each slow release. Sense the gentle weight of your arms. Let the next out breath flow all the way through the arms, down to the hands and fingers. As you breathe out, picture extra effort draining away, like sand slipping through open hands. No need to grip the day anymore. Nothing left to carry. Each exhale is like a soft whisper through the body, saying, "It's all right now. You can rest." Follow one breath from beginning to end. Feel the air come in, simple and quiet. Pause for a moment at the top without strain. Then notice the breathing out, slower, longer, as if time itself is stretching gently around you. Now invite the breath into the belly, noticing how it rises with the inhale, and with the exhale, it settles back down like a small wave sinking into the sand. With every out-breath, the belly can loosen. If it feels safe, let it soften away from the spine. Allow the muscles across the stomach to let go. Just a little more each time you breathe out. Warmth spreading there. Heaviness spreading there. As if the whole middle of the body is sighing in relief. Notice how the body may still be holding in small, almost hidden ways. Tiny tight spots, subtle guarding. You do not need to hunt for them. Just let the exhale find them the way water finds every curve of a stone, breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe out, see if you can feel the body handing more of its weight back to the bed, back to the pillow, back to the steady ground underneath. You do not have to hold yourself up, not now. Imagine the bed, or whatever is supporting you, as something wide and steady, like soft earth. Each exhale is your body leaning more fully into that earth, trusting it, letting it catch you, letting it keep you. Thoughts may still wander through. That is all right. Each time you notice them, greet them gently, and then breathe out and watch them drift away like a light mist in the morning air. Nothing to push away, nothing to fix. Just a quiet fading with every slow release of breath. Picture a sky after rain, clear, open, and calm. Your out-breath is the soft breeze that slowly clears the remaining clouds of worry. With each exhale, the sky of the mind feels a little more spacious, a little more still. Now, as you breathe in, feel the coolness or softness of the air, and as you breathe out, imagine you are sending away the weight of the day, breathing out effort, breathing out rushing, breathing out all the small ways you tried so hard. In this gentle rhythm, the exhale asks nothing from you. It simply receives whatever you are ready to release. Old tension, old thoughts, the need to do, to plan, to manage, all of it can ride the long, quiet wave of the out-breath and slide away into the distance. Sense your face again, the forehead, the space between the brows. As you breathe out, let that space widen and soften. Imagine any furrows smoothing like ripples settling on a still pond. Eyelids resting a little heavier, the muscles around the eyes growing calm and easy. The next exhale can be just a touch deeper, without strain. Feel it pour down the spine, vertebra by vertebra, along the back, through the hips, into the legs. As the breath flows out, the legs grow heavier, like they're slowly sinking into warm sand. Feet relaxing, toes no longer needing to curl or brace. With every slow release, the whole body is surrendering a bit more. as if invisible strings that held you up all day are being gently snipped, one by one. You do not have to stand tall here. You are allowed to fold, to settle, to be carried. Notice how the pauses after each exhale begin to lengthen, even just a little. That quiet space at the bottom of the breath, resting there for a heartbeat or two. Nothing happening, nothing required, just existing in that soft gap before the next inhale arrives on its own. There is a rhythm now. Breathing in, easy. Breathing out, slow and spacious. The mind may wander, then drift back to the long exhale, like a small boat returning to a safe harbour. If new worries appear, let them rest on the surface of the out-breath. As you breathe out, they float further and further away, growing smaller as they move toward the horizon of sleep. You do not need to follow them. You are allowed to stay right here with the simple, soundless motion of air leaving the body. Feel how kind the exhale is, how forgiving, how it lets go without argument, without effort. A soft falling, a gentle dropping away. Now imagine all around you a quiet, warm darkness, comforting, protective. With each long breath out, you sink a little deeper into it, like settling into the deepest layers of a soft mattress, like finding the perfect hollow that fits your body exactly. Breathing in, calm. Breathing out, release. Again and again, the body is learning that it is safe to surrender here, safe to loosen, safe to drift. Thoughts soften at the edges, emotions smooth out like waves after a storm, all sharpness turning round and dull and far away. And your exhale keeps guiding you down like a slow, steady elevator into deeper rest. Let the next few breaths happen almost without watching, just knowing that every time you breathe out, you're laying something down, some weight, some effort, some leftover echo of the day. Breathing out and dropping further into the softness beneath you. Breathing out and allowing the body to be exactly as it is, nothing to change. Breathing out and meeting the quiet that is waiting for you. Stay with this lengthened, gentle exhale as if it is carrying you on a calm, endless tide. No destination, no schedule, only this slow, repeating motion of release. Soon the breath and the body will know the way without words. The exhale will keep softening everything that is ready to let go, guiding you deeper into stillness, into warmth, into the quiet peace that rises when all holding finally rests. Night is quiet around you now. The day has slipped away, and what is left is this soft, gentle space. Feel the way your body rests here, the bed, or whatever is holding you, rises up to meet your weight. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are already being held. Let the breath be easy for a moment, just as it is. No need to change anything yet. Simply notice the gentle movement of air coming in and the quiet flow of air moving out. Imagine you are lying near a calm sea at night. The sky is dark and wide. The water is quiet, touched by a soft silver light. Everything feels slow, smooth and unhurried. As you breathe in, picture a small wave sliding up the sand. It reaches gently towards you, curling closer with no effort at all. As you breathe out, feel that same wave gliding back smooth and peaceful, returning to the wide open water. Now begin to let your breath follow that soft rhythm. Inhale like the water reaching up the shore, a slow, steady swell. Exhale like the water drifting back, a long, quiet release. Notice how the body responds when the breath moves this way. On the in-breath, there is a faint, gentle lift. On the out-breath, the body settles, growing heavier, more relaxed, like being rocked very slowly by a calm, friendly tide. Take another slow breath in, as if the wave is sliding closer. Feel the chest, the ribs, the belly softly expand. Then breathe out and let everything soften and fall, like the wave easing away, leaving the sand smooth and quiet. If thoughts appear, let them be like small boats far out on the water. They pass across the surface and keep going. No need to follow them. Your attention can rest here in the gentle rise and fall of breath, close to the shore. Notice the points where your body meets the bed, the back of the head, the shoulders, the weight of your hips and legs, all of you supported, the way the water supports every wave that comes and goes. Again, breathe in with the feeling of a soft wave coming toward you. Slow, unhurried. Then breathe out with a feeling of that wave folding back into the sea, leaving behind a sense of ease and space. Let the breath begin to lengthen, only a little. Inhale slowly to a gentle count in your mind. 1, 2, 3. Pause for the briefest moment at the top. Then exhale. 3, 2, 1. A smooth, quiet return. Continue in that soft pattern, or something close to it, that feels natural. In, the wave arrives. Out, the wave recedes. In, a tender swell. Out, a peaceful release. Feel how this rhythm begins to rock the body from the inside, not as a physical movement, but as a feeling, a sense of being cradled by your own breath, held and gently moved without effort. Notice the space inside your head, any leftover noise from the day, any spinning, planning, replaying, and then feel how each slow exhale is like the tide, drawing those sounds away, carrying them out into the distance. With every breath out, the mind grows a little quieter. Thoughts become slower, softer, further away, like those small boats drifting toward the horizon, their shapes fading into the night. If any tension remains in the body, invite it to float on the next wave out. Breathe in and imagine gathering that tightness gently, without force. Then breathe out and let the wave take it, drawing it away from the shoulders, the jaw, the belly, the hands, the feet. Return again to the feeling of being held. The mattress beneath you is steady and strong. Your breath is steady and kind. The sea around you is calm, endless and deeply quiet. With each inhale, imagine the cool, fresh edge of the wave. It touches your toes, your ankles, the edges of your awareness. With each exhale, feel a warm, soft retreat as the water slips back, leaving a deep sense of rest behind. Allow this rhythm to become a little slower now. In, the breath swells like a gentle tide, lifting you into softness. Out, the breath releases and your body sinks back down. Heavier, quieter, more at peace. You do not need to do this perfectly. The breath will wander and that is all right. Whenever you notice, simply come back to the image of the wave, coming in, going out, always returning. Sense how your body, the bed, and this imagined shore all begin to feel connected. The rise of your chest, the lift of the wave, the faint expansion of the night around you, the fall of your chest, the retreat of the water, the deepening stillness that follows. You are not separate from this gentle movement. You are part of it. Breath, body, sea, and night all swaying together in a shared, quiet rhythm. Let your attention sink a little lower, down into the weight of your body, down into the warmth in your chest, down into the slow tide of your breathing. Thoughts can drift above like clouds, far from where you rest. Each new inhale is a soft promise of comfort. Each exhale is a release into safety. You are rocked again and again by this quiet motion. Nothing to fix, nothing to manage. If the mind begins to wander, feel the next breath come in, like a wave washing over sand. Smoothen it out, then feel the breath go out, leaving behind a more open, clear, and peaceful space inside. Notice how heavy the limbs are becoming. Arms and legs, loose and warm. The face soft, the tongue relaxed, the eyes resting in darkness. The whole body lying here, like a stone on the shore, solid, safe, and still, while the water moves gently around it. Stay with this soft, rocking flow. In, the wave of air rises, bringing a hint of calm energy. Out, the wave falls, carrying you deeper into rest. In, a quiet lifting. Out, a long, slow sinking down. The night feels wider now, and kinder. The sea within your breathing is steady and sure. You are held by the surface beneath you, and you're cradled by this ongoing tide of breath. Allow words to matter less and less. What matters is the feeling of this rhythm, the simple, soothing pattern of in and out, the sense of being gently rocked again and again by something larger and deeply peaceful. Let yourself drift inside that motion. Breath like waves, body like shore, mind like a quiet, open sky above it all. And as the breath continues to rise and fall on its own, you can rest here, cradled in this slow, silent tide, easing further and further into deep, restful stillness. Notice how the breath is moving in your body right now. Nothing to change, nothing to fix, just this quiet rhythm, arriving and leaving, all on its own. Feel the simple comfort of lying here, supported, held, safe enough to loosen a little more with every slow, gentle breath. Now imagine the breath as a soft, warm breeze, easy, comforting, flowing in through the nose and spreading out through the whole body. A blanket of warmth, moving slowly, kindly, wherever attention rests. Begin high up, around the scalp and the top of the head. As you breathe in, sense that warm breeze touching the skin of the scalp. On the out-breath, imagine it smoothing and softening, like fabric relaxing after being folded. Tiny muscles letting go one by one, with no effort at all. Let that warmth drift to the forehead. Feel the space across the brow, the temples, the place between the eyebrows. As the breath comes in, imagine it filling that space with quiet lightness. As it leaves, the forehead becomes smoother, softer, as if any small tightness is melting away. Notice the eyes resting in their sockets, the tiny muscles around them no longer need to work. With each exhale, picture the warm breeze moving around the eyes, under them, over them. Heavy eyelids, peaceful eyes, sinking into calm. Sense the cheeks, the nose, the mouth. Breath flows in like a gentle wave of warmth, filling the face. On the out-breath, the jaw loosens, the tongue relaxes, the lips grow soft. If there was any clenching, it slowly unwinds and drifts away with the breath. Let attention widen to include the whole head now. From the crown, down through the ears, the back of the skull, the face. Breath moves through this whole area like a quiet, comforting breeze in a still room. The entire head feels a little more at rest, a little more distant from the busy day. Now, the warm breath begins to drift down through the neck. Feel the gentle length of the neck, the throat, the sides, the back. As you inhale, imagine that soft breeze filling the neck with ease. As you exhale, let the throat loosen, the back of the neck soften, the shoulders drop just a little. Bring awareness to the shoulders now. So much is often carried here without even noticing. With every in-breath, picture warmth flowing into the tops of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the collarbones. With every out-breath, that warmth invites the muscles to release, as if a weight is being carefully lifted away. Let that soothing breeze travel down into the arms. First into the upper arms, left and right. Warmth spreading through the muscles, moving down like a slow, gentle stream. On the exhale, the upper arms sink more deeply into the surface beneath them. Now, the breath flows into the elbows, the forearms, the wrists. Every time you breathe out, imagine tension unwinding and flowing out through the fingertips. Hands resting, fingers soft, palms heavy and relaxed. The arms feel warm, loose, and very calm. Sense both arms together now, from shoulders to fingertips. Breath passes through them like a mild summer wind through open curtains. Quiet, unhurried, soothing the entire upper body, already beginning to feel more settled, more still. Bring awareness to the chest. Notice the gentle rise and fall with each breath. The warm breeze of the inhale seems to fill the chest from the inside like a soft glow. On the exhale, the ribs soften, the chest loosens, and everything gently drops and relaxes. Rest attention for a moment around the heart area, noticing any sensations here without searching for anything special. Imagine the breath wrapping around this space with kindness, like a warm blanket tucked around the chest. Each out-breath brings an easy sense of softening, as if the heart is being quietly cradled. Let this feeling spread through the sides of the chest, into the upper back. The breath moves in, touching places that are often forgotten. As it flows out, muscles along the spine and between the shoulder blades begin to release. The upper back feels broader, more supported, more at ease. Now allow the warm breeze of the breath to sink lower into the middle of the body, the rib cage, the sides of the waist, the middle back. Inhaling, feel this whole area gently expand and open. Exhaling, any tightness folds in on itself and slips away, leaving only softness behind. Bring attention to the belly. Notice how it gently rises with the inhale and falls with the exhale. Imagine the breath filling the belly like warm sand, poured slowly into a quiet pool. On each out-breath, The belly releases, spreading and softening, heavy and comfortable. The warmth continues to gather in the lower belly, the hips, the lower back. Breath flows in, and this whole space feels held and supported from within. Breath flows out, and the hips begin to relax, as if they are settling a little deeper into the mattress. A slow heaviness, kind and grounding, begins to form here. Now picture the lower body filling gradually with that warm sand, starting in the hips and pelvis. The warmth becomes a pleasant weight. Every exhale adds just a little more, and the whole lower body feels heavier, more anchored, more still, safe to rest, safe to let go. Let that warm, heavy feeling spread down into the thighs. Breath in, and the breeze moves through the big muscles at the front and back of the legs. Breath out, and the thighs sink, giving up their effort, becoming soft and solid like sand, slowly settling at the bottom of the sea. The legs feel warmly wrapped and deeply relaxed. The warmth continues down into the knees, gentle and kind. No need to move, no need to hold. With each exhale, the knees feel cushioned and supported, as if being carefully held in place by the soft weight of the sand. They rest, quiet and easy. Now the lower legs, calves and shins, all the way down toward the ankles. When breath arrives, it is like a soft wave of coziness flowing through these long muscles. As breath leaves, the lower legs grow heavier, more settled, sinking deeper into comfort. Bring awareness to the feet, ankles, heels, soles, the tops of the feet, all the way to the tips of the toes. Imagine the last of the warm sand gently filling the feet, toe by toe, space by space. Each exhale allows the feet to fully yield to gravity, warm and pleasantly heavy. Now sense the entire lower body together, hips, legs and feet, filled with warmth and weight, like a soft, steady anchor, holding you in place, held by the bed, held by the earth, perfectly still, perfectly supported. Gently widen attention to include the whole body, from the soft, relaxed face and head, down through the calm chest and back, all the way into the heavy, grounded legs and feet. Feel how the breath moves through this whole field of sensation as one continuous, quiet wave. Inhaling, warmth and ease spread gently everywhere. Exhaling, the entire body lets go a little more as a single, peaceful whole. Nothing is separate now. No part of the body needs to work alone. Everything is joined by this slow, soothing rhythm of breathing. From head to toes, one calm, continuous space of softness and rest. Stay with this gentle wholeness. Breath flowing in, breath flowing out, without any effort. Body warm and settled. Awareness quiet and spacious. If thoughts drift in, they can float at the edges like small clouds around a wide, clear sky. The body remains heavy, relaxed, and at ease. The breath keeps moving, steady and kind, from top to bottom, back to top, without you needing to do a thing. Rest here in this simple feeling of being one complete, peaceful body, softly breathing, quietly sinking, held in warmth, ready to drift into deeper and deeper silence. Night has settled all around you now. The world is a little quieter. The air feels softer, as if it is holding you with care. Notice how your body rests in this space, supported, held. Nothing to do. Nowhere else you need to be. Let your awareness drift gently towards your breathing, not trying to change anything, just noticing the gentle rise and fall, the easy movement of air coming in and going out. Feel the next inhale arrive on its own, a small, quiet filling, chest or belly widening just a little. Then the exhale, like a soft sigh, easing out of you. Follow that simple rhythm for a few moments. Breath in, breath out, like slow waves at the edge of a calm shore. Now begin to notice something very small, very quiet. At the end of your next exhale, stay gently alert. Stay curious, as if you're watching a doorway in the dark. Breathing out, emptying, and right at the very end of that breath, feel the tiny pause that appears by itself. A brief, weightless moment when there is no in-breath yet and no out-breath anymore. You do not need to hold your breath. You do not need to control anything. Simply notice how, all by itself, after the breath leaves, everything rests for a heartbeat of time. A small stillness, like standing in a candle-lit doorway. Then the next inhale comes, unhurried, on its own. It is as if the body knows exactly when to breathe again. You only watch, you feel, you rest. Let yourself become familiar with that tiny space, breathing out slowly, then resting in the hush that follows, then allowing the next breath in. Each time an exhale finishes, sense that gentle emptiness. Nothing is happening. Nothing is required. The body is simply waiting calmly in a quiet room within you. Imagine this pause as a small, warm doorway just inside your chest or belly. When the breath flows out, you find yourself standing there in that doorway. Everything feels open, unhurried, and still. You're not pushed forward and you're not pulled back. Stay close to that feeling. Exhale, find the doorway. Rest for a moment in its soft, open frame. Then let the breath return when it is ready. If the pause is very brief, that is perfectly fine. Even the slightest hint of stillness is enough. You are only learning to notice what has always been there, calm already woven into every breath. Now bring a little awareness to the beginning of each inhale. Sense that quiet expectancy, like the night sky, just before the first star appears. At the end of the pause, there is a soft, almost invisible turning, a gentle leaning toward the next breath. Feel how the inhale comes, not as a demand, but as a gift, as if life itself is stepping gently through that doorway toward you. The breath glides in, feeling the space that was empty a moment ago. Comfortable, natural. Breath out. Pause in the doorway. Breath in. Let this rhythm become unhurried and smooth. Picture the pause after the exhale as a quiet room lit by a single steady candle. When you rest there, time feels slower. Walls are soft. The air is warm. And nothing needs to happen at all. Not thinking, not planning, just being in the glow. Then when it is time, the next inhale is like someone gently opening the door. Again, fresh air drifting in, filling the room with ease. You do not need to invite it. It arrives on its own. Notice how safe that feels. How reliable. Breath follows breath. Each pause is a small promise of peace between them. As you continue, let your attention rest more on these still points than on the movement. The soft stop after the exhale, the delicate readiness before the inhale, like tiny islands of quiet in a slow, peaceful sea. In these spaces, you are not doing breathing, Breathing is simply happening, and you are held inside it. It is like lying back under a calm, starry sky. The sky does not hurry. The stars do not try. They simply shine, and you simply rest. Each time you notice the pause, allow your muscles to loosen a little more. Shoulders soft, jaw easy, eyes resting, heavy and comfortable. The body understands this language of stillness. Breathing out, everything softens. The small, empty moment comes. Stay with that emptiness as if you are resting your head against a quiet door. Then feel the breath slip back in, smooth and silent, like someone placing a warm blanket over you without a word. With every cycle, the pause may feel a little wider, a little more spacious, as if time stretches just enough for you to truly rest there, safe in the gap between what has passed and what is coming. You are learning that you do not have to chase calm. It waits for you in these tiny, gentle breaks, already part of your breathing, already part of you. Allow your mind to lie down inside those pauses. Thoughts may come and go, but the still point remains, steady and kind. Breath out. Rest in the hush. Breath in. If a thought feels busy or loud, imagine it standing outside that quiet doorway. Inside, in the pause, it grows softer, farther away. The candlelight holds you, and the noise fades into the distance. Feel how the night itself seems to match your slower rhythm now, as if the world around you is breathing with you. Exhaling, pausing, inhaling, settling into the same deep ease. Let your awareness spread out like a soft blanket over your whole body. Each pause between breaths is like a gentle hand smoothing that blanket, removing any last wrinkles of tension. Again and again, your system is reminded that it is safe to be still, safe to do nothing at all. Stay with this simple pattern for a few more breaths. Out, quiet doorway. In, quiet filling. Notice how natural it feels now to rest in those in-between spaces. How comforting to know they will always be there with every breath you ever take. A constant hidden room of calm opening for you again and again. Allow the words to drift to the background. Let the soft rhythm of your own breathing move to the front, pausing in the hush, breathing in when the body is ready, breathing out into deeper and deeper ease. Everything is slower now, softer. The pauses between breaths and the pauses between words are all part of the same quiet. You are resting within it, gently, peacefully. As the night continues to deepen around you in silence, the day is slowly slipping away now. Outside night has settled over everything soft and quiet. Somewhere beyond these walls, the sky is dark and wide. The air is cooler, calmer, easy. Moonlight rests gently on roofs and trees and empty streets. For now, you are here, in this room, in this bed, safe inside, held by the quiet of this space. Notice the simple feeling of being supported, the weight of your body, the way the mattress rises to meet you. Give your attention to your breathing again. Nothing to change right away. Just noticing the air moving in and out. Inhale and feel that slight coolness at the tip of the nose. Exhale and feel the softness as the air leaves. Imagine that with each breath, the boundary between inside and outside grows a little thinner, as if the calm of the night air is gently reaching in towards you, as if the stillness outside is quietly meeting the stillness inside. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Cool, clear air moving in. Breathe out with an easy sigh through the nose or the mouth. Let the exhale fall away on its own. Begin to picture the night beyond your room. Maybe a quiet street, washed in silver light. Maybe a field, the grass turned pale and gentle under the moon. Or a small clearing in a forest. Trees standing like peaceful guardians all around. Choose whatever scene feels most restful to you, or simply let one appear on its own. No effort, just a soft sense of being somewhere calm and safe under the night sky. As you inhale, feel as though you're drawing that cool night air in toward you, the kind of air that smells clean and new, the kind of air that has never been in a hurry, cool on the in-breath, soft and warm on the out-breath. Each inhale is like a gentle sip of night, pure, quiet, unhurried. Each exhale is like a slow release of everything that belonged to the day. Breathe in and let the night air carry a feeling of clear, spacious calm. Breathe out and imagine the noise and brightness of the day flowing out of you. Any leftover thoughts, any echoes of conversations, any bits of tension in the body. All of it can drift out on the exhale into the wide darkness where it dissolves and disappears. The night knows how to hold what you no longer need. The darkness outside is not empty. It is soft like velvet. It receives the weight of your day and quietly melts it away. In cool, clear calm. Out the fading brightness and busyness of the day. Notice how your body responds. Maybe your shoulders sink a little deeper. Maybe your jaw loosens. Maybe the muscles around your eyes soften. If there is any place that still feels tight or restless, imagine the moonlight touching it. A pale, gentle glow, resting there without pressure. Inhaling, you draw that cool light up to the tight place. Exhaling, the tension seeps out, as if it is being rinsed away by darkness. Picture the moon hanging in the sky, steady, silent, pouring down a silver light that needs no effort, no sound, no rush. That same quiet steadiness is in your breathing now, in and out, moonlight in motion, soft, continuous, without any need to force or manage it. Imagine the room you are in touched by that light. The floor, the ceiling, the bed, all of it softly washed in a pale glow, just enough to feel gentle and safe. You are lying here, wrapped in night air and moonlight, wrapped in the hush that settles when the world rests. Notice again the sense of being inside, a body under covers, walls around you, a door, a window. Now let that picture slowly open, as if some part of you drifts beyond the room, still safe, still completely at ease. Feel yourself moving outward into the night landscape you imagined before. You might be lying in a wide open field. The grass is cool and dry beneath you. The stars are bright pinpoints above, and the moon is your quiet companion. Or Perhaps you are walking slowly along an empty street. The houses are dark and peaceful. The pavement is smooth under your feet. The air is fresh and cool against your face. You might find yourself in a forest clearing. The trees are dark shapes against the sky. Leaves barely move in a soft, slow breeze. Moonlight slides through the branches in silvery patches. Wherever you are, feel the night around you as something kind, a gentle presence, not asking anything of you, not pulling you anywhere, breathing here. You belong to this quiet world. Breathing, you are part of the same rhythm that moves the cool air through branches, over fields, along rooftops. Inhale and feel the night enter your lungs, clear and calm. Exhale and feel your breath blend back into the darkness, like a small, warm cloud that vanishes as soon as it leaves you. The line between inside and outside is softer now. The room and the night are not separate. The air that touches your skin has come from out there. The air you breathe out becomes part of the stillness that surrounds everything. You are resting in the middle of this gentle exchange, held by it, cradled by cool air and silver light. With each breath in, you receive a little more peace. With each breath out, you let go of a little more weight. If any thought tries to pull you back into the day, notice it the way you might notice a passing car on a distant road. You hear it lightly in the distance. You watch it for a moment. And then it is gone back into the dark. Your attention returns to the coolness of the inhale, the softness of the exhale. Again and again, like small waves on a very quiet shore, feel how deeply you are being supported by the bed beneath you, by the breath within you, by the wide, resting night around you. Moonlight settles on fields, on trees, on rooftops, and on your sleeping place. The same gentle light that touches the world also touches you. The same quiet that lies over empty streets lies over your body. Notice how slow everything has become. Breath moving at its own unhurried pace. Thoughts appearing, then fading, muscles loosening, soft and heavy. You are part of the night now, part of its rhythm, part of its silence. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just this cool, easy breathing, just this soft darkness wrapped around you like a blanket. Allow the last traces of the day to dissolve into that darkness. They slip away without effort, like mist in the deep, quiet air. Stay with the gentle feeling of moonlight resting on you. Stay with the calm, steady flow of breath. In, cool, clear calm. Out, deeper and deeper ease. And now the words grow softer. The night holds you, the breath carries you. Everything else can drift away into quiet, into sleep. Settle into a place of ease now, somewhere your body can rest without needing to hold anything up or hold anything together. Perhaps you feel the weight of the day still lingering, little traces of effort in the chest, in the shoulders, in the belly. There is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to change quickly. Just notice the simple rise and fall of your breathing, soft and natural and slow. Air arriving, air leaving, a gentle tide moving through you. Begin to imagine that every inhale is like a pale, warm cloud, soft around the edges, light and kind and quiet. Each time you breathe in, this cloud drifts in too, filling the space behind your ribs with a gentle, pillowy warmth. Feel that inner space as a wide, safe sky. Each breath draws a new, soft cloud into that sky. It spreads out, slowly, tenderly, touching the sides of the chest, the heart, the back, everything inside, given a little more space, a little more softness. Inhale. A warm, pale cloud floating in. Exhale. Any sharpness, any tight edges beginning to blur, to melt, to soften. Let the breath be unhurried, slow enough that the body can hear it, slow enough that the mind can rest on it, like a feather resting on a cushion. With the next few breaths, feel that cloud gently expanding. From the centre of the chest, it drifts upward, stroking the collarbones. From within, softening the muscles around the neck and throat. Warmth, moving you with no effort, only the natural kindness of your breathing. On the next inhale, the cloud widens across the shoulders, inside the joints, inside the muscles. Imagine that fluffiness, that cushion of light. As you breathe out, any heaviness in the shoulders loosens and sinks, like mist settling down into the ground and disappearing. Slowly, that cloud spreads down the arms, down through upper arms, to elbows, to forearms, to wrists and hands. The whole pathway from shoulders to fingertips held in a soft, pale, comforting cloud from within. As you breathe out, the fingers can let go of anything they are still holding. Thoughts, plans, tasks, all sliding away, as if carried on a quiet breeze. Another inhale. The warm cloud fills your chest again, then drifts lower, down into the ribs, down into the upper belly, the front of the body softening, rounding, becoming gentle and loose. As you breathe in, feel that pillowy softness under your ribs, around your stomach, behind your navel. As you breathe out, sense any tightness unhooking itself, slipping free and fading like a faint trail of vapour, disappearing into air. The cloud moves further downward now, with each slow breath, into the lower belly, the hips, the pelvis, a soft inner cushion that holds all the strong, busy muscles there. Let them rest on this cloud as if they are being carefully placed on the softest mattress. Your inhale draws in more of that warmth. Your exhale lets the hips become heavier, more grounded, more relaxed, supported, and yet somehow lighter, as if they are sinking into air, not into anything hard or solid. Feel the cloud travel into your upper legs, the thighs, from the inside out. Inner thighs, outer thighs, all wrapped in this glowing, weightless comfort. Breathing in, the cloud grows thicker, fluffier. Breathing out, the muscles slowly melt down over the bones, easy and loose. On each inhale, this cloud remembers your lower legs too, drifting down to knees, softening the back of the knees, the sides, the front, then down along the calves and shins, like a warm mist filling every space between skin and bone. As you exhale, the lower legs grow heavier, yet somehow freer, as if they no longer have to hold you up, as if gravity itself has become kind and gentle, cradling you instead of pulling at you. The cloud finally reaches the ankles and feet, feeling the arches, the tops of the feet, the heels and the toes. Every inhale adding more warmth, more quiet softness. Every exhale allows tension to stream down and out through the soles, through the toes, dissolving like fine fog, meeting the open air. Barely anything to feel. Just a sense of less and less effort. Less and less holding on. Now the whole body is filled with this pale, warm cloud from the crown of the head, through the throat and chest, down the arms and fingers, through the belly, hips, legs and feet. From the inside, you are cushioned, everything cradled in a gentle, cloud-like embrace. Notice how this makes your breathing feel. Perhaps lighter, perhaps slower, like drawing a soft blanket in on the inhale and letting it fall even more comfortably around you on the exhale. With the next breath, something begins to shift. The inner cloud becomes an even finer mist, a delicate, soothing haze that can move through every tiny space, every hidden corner of the body and mind. As you breathe in, the mist gathers. It fills the chest and belly with a soft glow of comfort. As you breathe out, the mist carries away the last small knots of tension, the quiet worries still circling in the background. Imagine those worries as little grains of dust caught in the mist, so small, so light. Each exhale lifts them out of you, up through the chest, the throat, and the space above your body. They rise and rise and rise, fading into a wide, dim sky. By the time your breath has fully left the body, they are already far away, too distant to touch you, too faint to see or feel. Again, breathe in the warm, pale mist. Let it fill the heart space, the belly, the back. Then breathe out and feel it slip out and up, taking with it any heaviness, any tight thought, any lingering sense of being weighed down. Each breath like this makes you lighter, not in a way that lifts you away, but in a way that lets you float where you are. Held, cushioned, and safe. Notice the strange, sweet feeling of being both heavy and weightless at the same time. Your body might feel heavy against what it rests on, as though it is sinking down deeper and deeper into softness. And yet inside, in the space where the breath moves, everything feels light, floating, almost buoyant. Let yourself rest in that gentle contradiction. Heavier and lighter, sinking and floating, supported and free. The air comes in like a slow moving cloud. The air goes out like a tender mist drifting away, over and over, steady and quiet. The edges of the body begin to blur in your awareness. Arms, legs, back, face, all wrapped in the same soft atmosphere. It is as if the cloud within you and the air around you are made of the same comforting substance. Breathing in, you join them together. Breathing out, you let them settle. No hard lines, no sharp corners, only smooth, rounded, quiet presence. If thoughts appear, let them drift through this inner sky, the way a tiny wisp of cloud drifts across a wide horizon. Nothing to chase, nothing to hold. They pass on their own, feeling into the breath now, as though it is the gentlest rocking, the body cradled in an invisible hammock of air. Inhale, a slight rise. Exhale, a small, soft fall. Each cycle slower, each cycle more spacious. Even if the breath is shallow, it can still feel kind, still soft, still enough. Allow a sense of deep comfort to spread not just through the muscles, but through the mind, as if each inhale whispers, "You are held," and each exhale sighs, "You can rest." Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no roles to play, only this gentle, cloud-like breathing, moving in its own time, floating in this quiet, dim space of comfort. Let the body sink where it is. Let the mind drift where it will. The breath will keep moving, slow and soft, like clouds crossing a night sky, and you can simply be here, wrapped in layers of softness, cradled by each inhale, carried by each exhale, drifting, sinking, floating, in the hush that gathers around your breathing, as everything grows quieter and quieter and still. The day is already behind you now. All the noise, all the effort, slowly fading into the distance. Here, in this quiet space, nothing is asked of you. Nothing needs to be done. Just a soft, gentle settling into rest. Feel how the body is already beginning to loosen. The weight of your head, your shoulders, your arms, the way your body is held and supported. You do not have to hold yourself up anymore. Let the breath be easy and unforced. Smooth air flowing in, soft air flowing out, like a slow tide, moving in and out along a quiet shore. As your breathing settles, notice how it feels in the chest, the rise as you breathe in, the tender fall as you breathe out. A simple, peaceful rhythm, always there for you. Now very gently, bring your attention toward the center of your chest, noticing any warmth there, any softness, any subtle movement that you can feel from the inside. Some people sense the heartbeat clearly. Others only feel a faint, quiet thump, like a distant drum. And sometimes it is easier simply to imagine it. All of these ways are completely fine. Allow yourself to sense or imagine that gentle beat in your chest. Steady, patient, unhurried. This rhythm has been with you since before you could remember. Beating for you, working for you, always on your side. As you breathe in, notice the chest opening, just a little. Breath filling the space around the heart. Then as you breathe out, feel everything softening and folding inward again. A tender expansion and a gentle return. Now imagine that each breath and each heartbeat are beginning to speak with one another, not in a strict counting way, just a natural, quiet conversation. Breath moving slowly, heart answering with a calm, steady pulse. As you inhale, you might sense the heart lifting with the breath. As you exhale, you might feel it resting a little deeper, like waves washing over a rock, again and again, smoothing and soothing. If it helps, picture a soft glow in the center of your chest. Very gentle, a warm, comforting light, no brighter than a candle flame behind closed eyes. Calm, steady, kind. With each in-breath, that soft glow brightens just a little, spreading warmth through the chest, through the ribs, through the upper back. On each out-breath, the light stays warm, but relaxes, resting in the center again, glowing quietly, like an ember in a safe, sheltered place. Breathing in, the light brightens and opens. Breathing out, the light rests and settles. Heart beating all the while, slow and sure within the glow. Notice how the mind begins to soften as you stay with this gentle pattern, not so separate now, not just watching the body from far away, more like you are resting inside yourself, at home in this warm, living space. Thoughts may drift through, as thoughts do. They can appear and fade like small clouds across a wide, still sky. No need to push them away. Simply return again and again to breath, to heartbeat, to warm, glowing chest. Each time you return, it becomes easier. Nothing to fix, nothing to change, only sensing the quiet life moving through you. Feel the steadiness of your heart. However slow or quick it is right now, it is yours. It is doing its best for you. It has been there, beating for you in every moment of your life. Let a gentle gratitude rise, if it wants to. Gratitude for this quiet pump of life, working even as you sleep. Gratitude for the breath that never demands your attention, yet always returns. Two ancient rhythms carrying you through every day, every night. Now, imagine that with each breath in, the heart and the lungs gently meet. On the inhale, they move toward one another in warm connection. On the exhale, they rest together in shared stillness. Breath and heartbeat, moving as one slow, peaceful wave. You might sense the heartbeat as a soft drum deep within the chest, the breath as a slow wind circling around that drum. Drum and wind, pulse and air, creating one calm, soothing song inside you. As you continue to breathe, allow the rest of the body to listen to this inner music. Shoulders listening and letting go. Arms and hands listening and growing heavier. Hips, legs and feet listening and melting into their own quiet heaviness. With every beat, with every breath, a message travels through you. It says that you are safe here, you are held here, you are allowed to rest. Notice how any edges of tension begin to blur, mind and body, not so separate. Thought and breath and heartbeat blending into one gentle field of softness, one whole being, quietly alive, quietly at peace. If you like, imagine that the warm glow in your chest is spreading now, slowly, carefully, like warm water, gently filling a bowl, first through the chest and upper back, then into the shoulders and arms, down into the hands and fingers. The glow moves down through the ribs and belly, soothing the stomach, softening the muscles of the lower back, spreading into the hips, the thighs, the knees, all the way down through calves and ankles, into the soles of the feet and the toes. Everywhere the glow touches, the body feels a little heavier, a little softer. Everywhere the glow reaches, the heartbeat can be felt, quiet and reassuring. Every part of you breathing, every part of you listening to that steady inner drum, a whole unified self, resting in one shared rhythm. Now return again to the center of the chest, the warm light resting there, the tender rise and fall of each breath, the heartbeat, pulsing softly inside the glow, breathing in a little more warmth, a little more space, breathing out a deeper release, a deeper sinking into comfort, the edges of your body feeling softer, more distant, less defined, as if you are floating gently in a pool of quiet warmth. Here, in this softness, your own body becomes a kind place to be, a shelter made of breath and pulse and gentle heat. Nothing inside you is against you. Everything in this moment is working together to bring you toward rest. If any small discomfort appears, let it be surrounded by that warm light, wrapped gently in breath, soaked in the steady reassurance of your heart, held, soothed, and slowly eased. Notice how deeply supported you are by the surface beneath you, by the air that moves in and out on its own, by the faithful ancient rhythm of your heart. Here, you're not just a mind thinking about a body. You're a whole, living presence, breathing and beating and softening, one continuous field of gentle sensation. Everything moving toward quiet, toward silence, toward sleep. Allow the breath to become even slower now, if it wishes. Long, smooth inhales, long, quiet exhales, a peaceful rocking that cradles you from the inside. Heartbeat and breath close together, almost like a lullaby. Each pulse a small whisper of safety. Each breath a soft answer of release. Together, they carry you deeper into ease. Nothing to manage, nothing to hold, just this steady inner music playing softly in the background of your awareness. A rhythm that will keep going for you even as your mind begins to drift away. Let yourself lean into that rhythm now, trusting it, resting in it, held by it. Breathing in, warm glow, gentle pulse. Breathing out, heavy limbs, quiet mind. Again, and again, and again, until the words grow softer and the rhythm itself carries you onward into deep, healing sleep. Feel the quiet beginning to gather around you now, soft, steady, unhurried. The day is already far behind you. Its shapes and sounds are fading into the distance, the way colours fade in the last light of evening. Nothing to solve now, nothing to hold up in your mind, just this slow, gentle shift into deeper quiet. Notice the simple weight of your body, where it rests. The support beneath you is steady and sure. You do not have to do anything to stay here. You are already held. Breath comes and goes on its own. Warm air flowing in, softer air drifting out. Each easy exhale a small release, a tiny letting go. On your next slow breath out, feel your body grow just a little heavier, like a stone settling deeper into soft sand. Muscles slacken, joints soften. The edges of you begin to blur. Awareness of the room around you is still there, but it feels gentler now, quieter, almost as if it has moved a few steps away, like sound heard from behind a closed door. Imagine for a moment that you are floating on the surface of a warm, still lake at night. The air is mild and comforting against your skin. The water is calm, without waves, without effort. You are held up easily, without needing to try. Above, the sky is dark and peaceful. A soft blanket stretched from one horizon to the other. Below, the lake stretches downward into quiet depths you cannot see, but somehow you feel them. Deep, still, safe. With each breath out, you begin to drift downward, just a little, not pulled, not forced, just gently yielding, sinking into comfort, the way a body relaxes into a bed. Feel how the surface of things fades behind you. Thoughts that were near the surface grow more distant, like light sounds from far away. Slower, dimmer, less important. You are moving below them now. As you slowly descend, the world above becomes softer, like a voice heard underwater. You can still sense it if you try, but it no longer reaches you so clearly. You are wrapped in layers of quiet, layer after layer of rest. Notice how your arms feel heavier than before, as if they are drifting downward on their own, suspended in warm water, weightless and yet deeply at rest. Hands loose, fingers soft and calm. No need to move. Your legs grow heavy too. Thighs, knees, calves, feet. Each breath out lets them drop a little further into stillness, as though they are sinking through soft dark water, finding a place where nothing is asked of them at all. The spine rests, the back broadens and loosens, the small muscles along the neck and shoulders loosen their grip. All of you gently letting go of the day. The way leaves let go of branches in autumn and drift down, down, down. You may notice a small thought rise, then fade. Let it do what it does. Watch it appear, then watch it fall away, like a small bubble rising from below and breaking at the surface far above you. You remain down here, below the noise, where everything is slow and quiet. Imagine that each breath is a slow movement through deeper layers of this peaceful lake. With every inhale, you hover, you pause, suspended. With every exhale, you descend a little further, down through the brighter, lighter water near the surface, down through a softer, dimmer layer where light fades and sound softens, down into a deep, velvety darkness that feels warm and safe. Nothing sharp here, nothing cold. This darkness is not empty. It is full of rest, like the hush inside a cocoon or the quiet of a deep ocean that has known calm for a very long time. Here, everything slows to the pace of your breathing. In this place, your body can grow distant, as if it is a gentle weight resting far above you. You know it is there, safe and supported, but you do not need to feel every detail of it. You can simply float in this inner depth, cradled by the dark, quiet space around you. The breath continues to flow, in and out, in and out. Each exhale a soft push that carries you a little further from the surface of concern. Thoughts drift past like shadows in the water. You do not have to follow them. You do not have to turn them over or make sense of them. They move at the edge of your awareness, then slip away into the distance. Notice now how slow everything feels. Even your thoughts seem to speak more quietly, in softer tones, further apart. The mind itself is sinking into stillness, like a feather that has finally settled on the floor of a silent room. Rest in the feeling of being far below the surface of your day, far below your usual habits of thinking, worrying, planning. Those belong to the bright, busy surface. You are beneath all of that now, in a place that does not ask for anything. Here, the only rhythm that matters is the gentle rise and fall of breath, the slow expansion, the unhurried release, a tide that moves inside you, steady and calm. With each breath out, everything becomes slightly more distant, like lights seen from deep underwater. You know they are there, but they do not reach you. They cannot disturb the soft darkness that surrounds you. They are part of another world, much higher up. In this depth, time stretches and softens. Moments blend into one another. You drift, without direction, without goal, simply resting in the feeling of floating in quiet space, held from all sides by safety and stillness. If any part of the body still holds a trace of tension, let it melt out with the next long exhale. Feel it dissolve into the warm darkness around you, disappearing, no longer needed. Each small surrender draws you a little lower into rest, a little nearer to the silent floor of this inner lake. You might sense very faintly the world above you, like distant echoes, but they are muffled now, blurred, far away. Down here, at this depth, you are free simply to be, not doing, not fixing, not preparing, just breathing in the dark, gentle quiet, like a secret cove that belongs only to you. Remain in this softness. Let the heaviness of your body comfort you, reminding you that you do not have to hold yourself up. You are supported from beneath, surrounded on all sides by ease. All you need to do is drift. Breathing continues. The mind grows quieter, like a room where the lights have been dimmed almost to nothing. Only a faint glow remains, enough to know you are safe, enough to feel your own calm presence. Everything else can fade into the background. Stay with this depth as long as it feels good, sinking a little more with each breath out, floating in gentle darkness, with each breath in, resting in the quiet space between. Nothing to reach for now, nowhere to go, only this warm, silent descent into deeper and deeper peace, where words grow softer and the quiet slowly takes over. The day is already far behind you now. Everything important has been left at the edges of this night. Here, nothing is urgent. Nothing is pressing. Just a soft, quiet space, opening gently around you. Feel the body resting where it is. The shape of you held by the bed or the surface beneath you. No need to move, no need to change anything at all. Notice how the body has grown heavier, how it knows all by itself how to sink toward rest. Muscles loosening, joints softening, the face growing smooth and quiet. Now, slowly, turn your attention toward your breathing, not to control it, not to improve it, only to feel it. Sense the next in-breath as it arrives, very gentle, very soft, almost like a faint whisper at the edge of your awareness. And then the out-breath, gliding away on its own, taking with it a little more effort, a little more noise from the day. With each breath, everything grows quieter. The breath grows lighter. The body grows still. The mind begins to lie down. Just as the body is lying down, notice how delicate the breathing has become. Barely any movement. Maybe a slight rise and fall in the chest, or a mild spreading and settling in the ribs. So small it is almost not there. Imagine you're lying at the edge of a very calm, dark lake at night. The water is smooth as glass. No wind, no ripples, only a wide, quiet surface at rest. Your breath is like that lake, soft and almost perfectly still. Each in-breath is the smallest suggestion of movement across the water. Each out-breath is the lake, returning to complete calm. Stay close to that almost quiet breath. You do not have to follow every breath. Just know it is there. A soft rhythm, distant and gentle, holding you. Now sense the whole body at once. Not this hand or that foot. Not this shoulder or that leg. simply the entire body as one single quiet presence, a single shape of warmth and weight, resting, held by gravity, cradled by the bed, safe and going nowhere at all. Feel how this one presence is wrapped in stillness. The air around you is still. The room is still. Even the thoughts that rise now seem softer, slower, more like passing shadows. If any thought comes, notice how it moves through this wide quiet. It appears, then fades back into the background like a small ripple on that dark lake. You do not need to push anything away. The stillness is already large enough to hold it. Breathing now is almost effortless. Sometimes it may feel like it pauses, not because anything is wrong, but because the body is so relaxed. Breath rests. You rest. Let the sense of time begin to loosen, as if the clock has grown very distant. Moments stretch longer and softer. There is no rush to get to the next breath, the next minute, the next anything, only this gentle drifting in and out, in and out. Imagine time slowing, the way a snowflake drifts slowly to the ground, or the way a feather falls through still air, turning lazily, unhurried. Your whole experience is like that now. Unhurried, suspended in quiet. Notice how safe it feels to do nothing, to fix nothing, to plan nothing. Here, nothing is missing. Nothing is demanded of you. As you rest here, your breath is so light that you may sometimes forget to notice it. That is all right. The breathing is happening quietly on its own. You can simply float on the feeling that the body is breathing you. The body knows how to rest, how to sink, how to heal and restore. You can step out of the way and let it happen. Sense again the whole body as one field of quiet sensation, a field of warmth, soft pressure, gentle contact, a single presence, settled and still around this presence is space. Imagine that space spreading softly in all directions, like a vast starless sky at night, deep, endless, peaceful. Your awareness is resting in that sky of quiet. Thoughts are like faint clouds, barely formed, already dissolving. breath is like the slightest movement of air, almost too soft to feel. The body is a warm point of comfort, floating easily in that wide space. In this moment, you have arrived at a sanctuary of stillness. You did not travel to reach it. You simply allowed it to appear by being here, gently, with your own soft breathing. Notice how natural this sanctuary feels, how familiar, as if some part of you has always known this place, a place where nothing has to happen, where simply existing is enough. Let yourself rest as if you are lying in the heart of silence itself. Silence around you, silence underneath you, silence within the very center of each breath. Between one breath and the next, feel the tiny pause, that small, quiet gap, a doorway into even deeper stillness. You do not need to step through. Just know it is there. With every gentle exhale, the sense of effort fades. With every gentle inhale, a soft ease arrives, like the slow, steady turning of a tide that you do not need to see to trust. If any sound reaches you, let it be distant, harmless, almost absorbed by the silence. The quiet inside you is deeper than any sound around you. You can sink below the surface of noise, down into this soft, dark lake of calm. Breathing is now like a murmur in the background, barely heard, barely felt, just enough to remind you that you are being held in life, in rest, in peace. Stay here with less and less to do, less and less to think about. Even the words you hear begin to thin out, leaving long stretches of stillness between them. And in those stretches, your body, your breath, and your mind continue sinking. Nothing to achieve, nothing to get right. You're already in the quiet you were seeking. Allow yourself to drift, or to sleep, or simply to rest in this soft, endless hush. Breathing softly, body still, time gently dissolving into the silence that holds you. And now, just remain here in this deep, resting stillness, held by the quiet, cradled by your own gentle breath, floating in the calm as everything continues to grow softer and quieter and more peaceful on its own. The night around you is quiet now, soft, unhurried. Your body has done enough for today. Your mind has thought enough. Nothing more is needed. Feel how the air meets you here, gentle against your skin. Cooler in some places, warmer in others. All of it holding you, softly, just as you are. Your breath knows the way. You do not have to guide it anymore. It can move on its own, slow and easy, in and out, like a calm tide that never rushes. Notice how simple it is to be here, to rest in this one small moment. No plans, no pressure, only the next soft breath, arriving and leaving. If thoughts appear, they can be as faint as clouds. They do not need to be chased away. They can float through and fade on their own while you stay with this steady, quiet breathing. Feel how your body is supported beneath you. The surface that holds you does all the work. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are carried. Let your weight sink just a little more, across your back or your side, through your legs and your feet, through your shoulders and your head. Everything gently drawn down into rest. Each breath out is a small release, a soft unwinding. Anything that still feels tight or busy can loosen. Not all at once, just a little more than before. There is nothing to fix here, nothing to manage, nothing to perform. Only this soft, quiet being. If the eyes are still awake behind the lids, they too can grow drowsy. They can become heavy and relaxed, as if they are slowly sinking back into warm darkness. The muscles of the face can smooth and soften around the mouth, around the jaw, around the space between the brows. Every tiny release is enough. Breath by breath, you arrive in a deeper stillness, not forced, not pushed, just gently settling the way a feather settles slowly through the air. Notice the quiet sounds around you, perhaps the soft hush of the room, a faint sound in the distance. Whatever is here belongs to this restful night. Nothing needs your attention. All the important things can wait. They will still be there in the morning. For now, you are allowed to stop, to fully lay everything down. This pause is safe. This rest is safe. You are safe to stay exactly where you are. You do not need to answer anyone. You do not need to move. You do not need to decide anything. You are completely free to drift, or to simply be quiet and still. If sleep is close, you can let it come to you like a soft blanket. No effort, no reaching, just a slow, gentle covering from the top of your head down to your toes. If sleep feels far away, that is also all right. Your only task is comfort, to feel the softness of the breath, the support beneath you, the ease in your body, however small. Every slow inhale brings a little more calm. Every relaxed exhale lets something go. Again and again, until all that remains is this peaceful rising and falling. There is a quiet trust here, a quiet knowing that your body understands how to rest, how to heal, how to restore itself, even while you sleep. You do not have to control any of that. You do not have to watch over it. You are allowed to surrender to this deep, warm stillness. Feel how soft the edges of the day have become. Memories, plans, conversations, all slowly dimming like lights at the end of a long evening. What stays bright is this one gentle feeling of being here, breathing, resting, safe. If any part of you is still holding on, you might imagine it being rocked very slowly. A calm, easy rhythm. Nothing dramatic, just a subtle sway in your awareness, reminding you that you are cradled, supported, and deeply cared for. Every part of you is welcome to rest. The busy parts, the tired parts, the hopeful parts, the worried parts. All of them can grow quiet now, wrapped in the same soft silence. You are enough exactly as you are in this moment. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be different. You are allowed to simply breathe and be. In this soft darkness, you are gently held by your own breath, by the quiet around you, by the steady beating of your heart. Feel how kind it is to give yourself this stillness, to allow this time where nothing is asked of you. This is your place to let go, to rest into whatever depth of sleep or silence is ready to meet you. If words begin to feel far away, you can let them fade. Let them become softer and softer. Like a distant murmur, you no longer need to follow. Stay with the warmth of your breathing, with the softness in your body, with the quiet holding you. Here, you are safe to drift as slowly or as deeply as you wish. No more effort now. No more doing, only the gentle rhythm of in and out. In and out, carrying you deeper into calm. Allow yourself to remain just as you are. Eyes closed, body heavy and supported, breath slow and easy. Rest here, sink here, dream if dreams come, or simply float in this peaceful, wordless dark. The night will watch over you. Your breath will keep you company. You are safe to stay, to soften, to sleep, and to drift quietly now into your own deep, restful silence.